two legal flashpoints capturing national attention, one in the courts of justice, the other within the ranks of the SAPS. The Mazanga Commission's long-awaited hearings have been delayed, not due to legal hurdles, but incomplete infrastructure at its Pretoria venue. And over at SAPS, the Deputy National Commissioner Shadrack Sibiya is fighting back against suspension, threatening legal action against his boss, Fannie Masemola. To help unpack both of those angles of that story, I'm joined now by SABC reporter, senior reporter Ntebo Mokobo, who has been tracking both developments for us. So just, hot off the press, really, in a manner of speaking, Ntebo, let's start there. An update coming through from the Madlanga Commission that relates specifically to these issues around the delays. Tell me what the Commission has told you this afternoon.
Well, good afternoon to us and good afternoon to the viewers. Well, the Commission, through its spokesperson, Jeremy Michaels, have just released a statement now that they are working with the Department of Justice and Constitutional Development together with appointed service providers to sort of take a receipt of all the ICT infrastructure that were procured by the department to see the work of this commission starting. And they're saying that now they are busy testing the software and the hardware. Very soon they will be announcing the date of the start of the commission, the actual start of the commission. That's
a key development, isn't it? Because when we were listening to Minister Mamoloko Gopai almost doing a checklist of all the things that were in place, venue, check, preparations, secretariat and spokesperson, key staff, check, banners printed and ready. We can take you there, you can see it for yourself. It all was going well until we got to the point of ICT infrastructure.
Indeed. And I think I understand the harshness of the minister when it comes to the failure of those people who are given the responsibility to procure or to secure those ICT infrastructure. I understand. I mean, we've been having commissions after commissions in South Africa, but we've never reached a point where the people who are given the responsibility to do the job, they just fail dismally. And I understand that, I mean, people are looking at this commission, Tulas, with a hawk's eye. At this commission, any outcome of this commission, I think will change the course of history in South Africa. This commission, it's more than anything. It doesn't even come closer to the state. The State Capture Commission. The State Capture Commission was all about the stealing of money. This thing, it's not about the stealing of money. It's about the stealing of the heart and soul of South Africa as a country. So that would be looked by everyone, and anything that comes out of that commission, everyone would be interested to see where the country is heading. It is the capture of the securocrats. If you capture the securocrats of the country, you're like capturing the heart and soul of the country. The country is not, you can't even liken it to a banana republic. We're as good as dead if we have the securocrats, the judiciary. Because of the national security implications. Yes. If you are told by a high-ranking officer saying that the judiciary is also involved. Judges, when they make their judgments, they are informed by the capture of this criminal network.
Syndicates.
Yes, that on its own says a lot about about South Africa and about the country.
So does that explain then the very strong words that were being used to describe how President Ramaphosa received this report of a possible delay? I heard the expression being very infuriated, not just infuriated, but very infuriated.
In fact, the president was very apt, to say the least. I mean, everyone is looking at that commission, and it's not just South Africa. Even his peers in the continent, even abroad, overseas, they're looking at this commission. What's happening in South Africa? And now when this thing has to happen, and even the president is asking himself, I mean, we had a number of commissions, as I said, to us. We've never seen that happening. So now you ask yourself, again, aren't we be captured again? Again, isn't maybe the criminal network involved in this thing? So the president, in fact, he
needed to address even that perception that says, oh no, we're not surprised. That's why it's delayed, because of what it's probing.
Yes.
All right. So that's one aspect, though, Ntebo. The other aspect has to do with Shadrack Sibiya and him being placed on suspension, also flowing from the statements of Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi that implicated him, the Deputy National Police Commissioner. Tell me about that process and what he is saying about his suspension and how he plans to challenge it.
Indeed, I looked at that thing and I told myself, well, it's human nature. Everything there, it's informed by human nature. If you have been accused, obviously you will try to rebut any accusation against you. So it was expected that General Sibiya would go to court to ask for his reinstatement. But in a normal course of things, if there is an accusation and you are within the system, you are accused within the system that you've done 1, 2, 3, that is wrong. Any right-thinking person, any right-thinking line manager, the first thing that you would do is to say, step aside. I'm sorry to use the word step aside. It has been bastardized at some point and has become a cliche at some point. But I'm saying you would be asked really to step aside.
Precautionary suspension.
Yes, and to precautionary being suspended. And that's exactly what happened. And a normal thinking person would expect that. But as I'm saying, that it's like human nature. You will rebut anything that comes your way, that is thrown at you. So General Sibiya is within the realms of the law to take anything to court. But I think, again, it's a huge responsibility on the courts, because they will be looking at this thing and saying, if this case goes his way, what is that going to tell us? What is this going to say about us as the judiciary? Yeah. So I think even the judges will be very cautious. They will be very cautious when they deal with this matter going forward. Yeah. But it will be ventilated on Wednesday in the Gauteng High Court in Pretoria, and we'll see what the outcome will be. But I don't really think that it's a winnable case.
Lastly, Ntebo, lots of moving parts. While we are talking about him, General Sibiya, fighting his suspension, also other developments now regarding the 121 dockets, if I'm not mistaken. The police commissioner making decisions about that, but even those decisions coming under the spotlight of the acting police minister as well.
It was very interesting because when General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi was making those allegations, we would say allegations for now, everyone rebutted that. They say there is nothing like that. They say even now, we haven't had any docket in the national office gathering dust, as he was saying. But we are told again that, in fact, Police Commissioner Fannie Masemola has returned those dockets, 121 dockets, to General Mkhwanazi. So then you ask yourself, exactly what's happening?
Yeah, lots of questions, few answers at this particular point. How do you see it playing itself out? So do the latest developments set us back on course? Well, not necessarily to start on the 1st, which is in a couple of days, but to possibly start with the public hearings soon thereafter.
In fact, for now, I think the date will be announced. The date of the start of the commission will be announced very soon. But I think the latest development then lends credence to what General Mkhwanazi was saying, that the dockets were taken away. We see them now. Remember, everyone was denying. Now we see them now being handed over back to him. So it clearly says that, in fact, what he was saying somewhat was a bit true.
Yeah. And this whole intrigue, Ntebo, as a parting shot of even this political killings task team, its true status. Are we able to make heads or tails of what is the status if its dissolution was announced at the end of December last year? But here we are in August talking about them still operating, still involved in assisting police in Gauteng with various investigations, and now receiving the dockets. Are we any clearer as to their status?
We're not. I don't think we are, because we're told that they've been dissolved. But we've seen them doing meticulously, working meritoriously so to really help police in different provinces to apprehend the most wanted criminals. I think South Africa, we're at a crossroad. With this commission, I think we're at the crossroad. It's a diode. It's a diode for South Africa. You either salvage yourself as a country, as a nation, or you're as good as no more as a nation. And I think everyone who's given the responsibility, especially evidence leaders, they will do their maximum best to make sure that the people of South Africa really, their confidence is reinstilled. Their hope, it's again rekindled. And even the judge, the presiding judge, Justice Madlanga, will make sure that this goes down in his, in the history of South Africa, in the annals of the history of this country, and of course even his legacy as someone who presided over the most talked about commission in this country since 1994. Nothing comes closer to this. This is about the heart and soul of South Africa.
Ntebo, thank you for those insights and thank you for coming through. Just as a, just for completion, from the reporting I've seen, the police minister, Firoz Kachalia, feeling that this would have been better served with the police commissioner waiting on the processes that are to unfold before the commission. And that's in relation to the dockets that we are told are being handed back to the Political Killings Task Team.